Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Replay's QA webinar for North Carolina. My name is Leanne from Replay Systems, and I'm your moderator today. Before we start, I just want to let everyone know that this webinar will be recorded and you'll all receive a copy afterwards. Also, if you have any questions during the webinar, please just type them into the chat box and we'll be sure to answer them all at the end. Now I'd like to introduce to you our presenters today. We have Ryan Hurley, our VP of Sales, and Don Merrick, our Regional Sales Manager. And here's Ryan to start us off.
All right, thanks Leanne, and thanks to everyone for joining us today. We are really excited to host a webinar that is focused on QA because it is a growing focus for us here at Replay, something that we've become more invested in each and every day. A few years ago, our company decided to assist our PSAP clients with QA evaluations, and now we are recognized as a trailblazer in this industry. We have taken our time and made sure that we have gathered the best resources in the industry. Now these people are available for you to partner with for QA/QC. But before we describe how our quality services can benefit your agency, I just wanted to spend a few minutes introducing you to Replay, the company, so you have a clear idea of who you are doing business with. So to keep it simple, we are a business that specializes in reselling call recording solutions, quality assurance applications and services, and of course the 24/7, 365 support of those solutions that we implement. Replay is a long-standing company with over 20 years of experience working with public safety clients. We have always been a reseller that carried multiple brands of recording solutions to be able to provide great options to our clients and help them make the best decision on recording products based on their specific wants and needs and, of course, budget. Our company has now grown to become one of the largest call recording resellers in the U.S., and we have consistently been a top distributor for most of our partners throughout our 20-plus years in business. So we are dedicated to staying at the top of our game and providing a plethora of solutions that have the most modern technologies for our customers to benefit from. I spoke just a minute ago about Replay's prideful support. We have invested in highly experienced and knowledgeable service managers. They are all directly employed by Replay Systems and also strategically located throughout our Southeast U.S. territory. So we guarantee very fast and reliable support within the great state of North Carolina. For every installation, we assign a dedicated project manager who will ensure professional pre-installation design and ensure a quality installation, testing, and training, and that all takes place in an orderly fashion. And when it comes to Replay training, we do employ a PSAP recording and QA manager who is not only an ENP, but has very strong associations to APCO and NENA, and has over 25 years of dedicated service in Gainesville, Florida. And to boot, our training is always free for our contract and warranty customers. Replay's recording and QA solutions are trusted at some of the largest public safety organizations in the country. Orange County, Florida actually has 9 PSAPs that are all using the QA solutions from Replay. And Hamilton County in Tennessee is another notable public safety agency that has leveraged Replay solutions and Replay's expert knowledge in the QA field to implement solutions that have improved their quality improvement processes dramatically. Other major organizations in the transportation, utilities, healthcare, and financial industries have benefited also from the partnerships they have with Replay in our support team and project management team. You might be wondering if any notable references are located in North Carolina, and of course the answer is yes. In fact, we have added tremendous value to a variety of agencies, including some here in this list, like Fort Bragg and Oak Ridge Utilities. For many years, these places have relied on Replay's knowledge of the industry and continuous efforts to provide the best solutions that will help them do better business. So that's going to wrap up my portion for the Replay company overview. I'll now transition to Don Merrick to introduce you all to the 3 branches of the Replay Managed Service offering, and hope you enjoy and look forward to working with everybody.
Thank you, Ryan. Great job, great overview, very well done. So my name is Don Merrick, and I've been in selling into public safety for about 10 years. During that time, I've worked with dozens of agencies to improve their QA process. All of these agencies have seen that measuring the performance of their call takers and dispatchers is key to managing their performance. So basically, measure to manage. Being able to give your staff very specific goals and giving them real-time data so that they can see where they sit relative to those goals actualizes your staff. So they will feel like they're happy in their position, that they belong to a great organization, and they're comfortable in their role. So you will be amazed at the uptick in morale once a system, a QA system, is implemented. So the three components of our remote managed offering are Replay QA. So this is the actual performance of the reviews by Replay's certified QAE staff. Replay Consult, which is a one-time on-site visit to determine the objectives and the current status of your existing QA program. And Replay Audio on Demand, let Replay handle your requests for recording. So what drove us to make this offering is what we're hearing from our customers, and it is why you should outsource your QA evaluations to Replay. A lot of the agencies we spoke with talked about little or no funding, no time or man hours to perform the QA process, difficulty managing retention periods, so they're having to keep the calls longer in order to review them. Not enough knowledge about the QA process itself. They didn't want to have to do the research and start from scratch. The Replay knows where to start and how to make the QA process more efficient and less painful for your agency. So having your QA program outsourced avoids the staff feeling that the in-house QA system is unfair and that the supervisor performing the reviews is picking on them. Relationships between supervisors and staff can be much more positive, focusing on improvement and mentoring when the system is outsourced. Supervisors will have much more time for positive aspects of their job and also have less stress, producing a much more effective environment. So one huge financial benefit of outsourcing QA is that it mitigates your agency's overall liability. By being able to prove that the agency is looking for weaknesses and when one is found, they are taking automatic remedial action. So this is invaluable when faced with a negligence suit. There are a lot of other very important benefits, improved accuracy of that evaluations, meeting industry standards and accreditations, more timely and efficient evaluations, faster access to reports and more data, the ability to have more calls evaluated, save money as compared to hiring a full-time equivalent to do your QA reviews. In an upcoming slide, we do have a comparison that I will show you in a moment. And supervisors have more time for more effective coaching and mentoring. Again, avoid morale-lowering negative aspects of in-house QA programs. The staff saying that they're always getting picked on, and the staff saying that the QA program lacks objectivity. What you want to do is get very specific and very defined goals for lowering your agent turnover. The happier your employees are, the lower your turnover rate will be. In 2014 and 2015, I traveled with several vendors to public safety agencies in cities across the nation. I went to Minneapolis, Denver, Dallas, Los Angeles, Seattle, to name a few. And basically what we did was we hosted public safety forums in a town hall type of presentation. And we discussed the #1 issues that were on the minds of the public safety officials that attended. So the #1 issue that always surfaced was employee retention. The high cost of training makes it very important to have employees that feel good about where they work. Providing timely feedback using an obviously objective QA program goes a long way to improving morale. So replay staff members doing your QA are all CJIS certified trained professionals and are experienced evaluators at their own agencies. They have loads of experience at being objective and performing the actual QA process. There are never any security issues with replay QA. All audio files are kept at your site at all times. All access is done in a secure manner so that there is not a single worry about security. Our remote QAE staff can access the application through a virtual private network, and their access is limited by administrative rights to performing evaluations only. Monthly reports are tailored to your objectives and shared automatically on a regular schedule developed according to your needs and objectives. Replay QA takes advantage of existing integrations with Priority Dispatch and APCO QA to efficiently review the required calls. We also can include existing evaluation forms that are previously used by your organization, or forms that we know that are proven to be successful, including those published by the APCO NENA draft. So those forms, the APCO NENA forms, are included when we install and set up the application. So I want to emphasize that our process is not trial and error. We utilize our experience to make your implementation painless. Replay's network of experienced public safety evaluators provide faster turnaround of QA evaluations, allowing for more timely and relevant feedback during remedial mentoring sessions. Calls to be set up for review can be flagged by managers and supervisors, or can be randomly selected using automation within the application. Your agency is in control. You can set it up exactly how you want to see it. So all the evaluations will be stored electronically along with the audio recording of the call. Coaching can be triggered by weaknesses or errors on evaluation forms and is sent to dispatchers on a real-time basis. So this very targeted approach is the most effective use of training dollars. If you compare the cost effectiveness of a general training session versus this targeted method of taking remedial action, you will be amazed at the cost savings. One note real quickly, when coaching is sent out, it is sent to the application. It would not appear on the screen and interrupt your telecommunicators. So here's an example of a report showing the data related to completed reviews. You have an evaluation summary report. Most applications with quality assurance break questions on evaluations down by category or skill. And they have reports based on skills that can show you where the strengths and weaknesses are in your agency. So once you take a look at that report, you can see where you need to work, where your strengths and weaknesses are. And the next intuitive step is to train accordingly. Here's an example of a modern QA application that allows you to develop and store coaching modules for delivery based on scores from evaluations. So this can be very sophisticated training material like an AVI file, a video that's linked to YouTube, or simply something that is copy and pasted from your standard operating procedures. So overall QA review goals of public safety agencies should be around 2% of all calls for service and 100% of all high acuity events as recommended by the APCO NENA QA guidelines. So we have found from experience, implementing Replay QA, that our clients can oftentimes get an accurate assessment of their telecommunicator skills with 5 to 10 reviews per month per call taker or dispatcher. Agencies that perform reviews on fire, law, and EMS have higher goals, and they may review 5 per month per type of call. So 5 law, 5 fire, 5 EMS per each telecommunicator. When we come on site and do the Replay consult, you can determine how you want to set this up. We'll do it exactly to your liking. So depending what you're trying to measure, whether you think your staff can improve, your goals may differ. Or where you think your staff can improve, your goals may differ. It is important to mention that the resulting improvement in performance as a result of the review and coaching process is a cycle that should continue because we're always looking to improve. Many agencies have a focused or targeted approach, so they may review certain types of calls one month and then move to another type of call the following month. They develop an evaluation form for the most important types of calls for service. We all know there's a huge difference between the different types of calls public safety agencies receive. So calls for service can range in level of priority from an officer-involved shooting to noise complaint. So in this comparison, where we break it down above, is based on an example of 1,800 evaluations per year, which then breaks down to around 150 per month. When we break down the numbers as outlined above, if you were to hire a full-time QA evaluator, your cost would be about $48,000 before training them in the left-hand column. When you compare this to Replay's managed services, the cost savings is over $20,000. With this year's promotion of providing a console-level recording solution free of charge, this really becomes attractive. So if you're looking to replace your current recorder, there is a rapid return on investment for the QA application as well. In addition to the per evaluation charge, we also charge for a Replay consult. However, this is a one-time fee, not annual. We use a 5-step plan for Replay consult. Discovery involves interviewing the stakeholders, reviewing current practices, defining deficiencies in call takers and overall goals. Then we begin to brainstorm and define the priorities and make plans for the actual solution. We design evaluation forms, create the processes that we want to measure, discuss the overall design and goals. Implementation involves the installation of the call recorder, setup and configuration, and training. One thing I want to point out is we will always train your staff when you have turnover. There's no charge for that. The validation process is basically continuous revisions to the process of QA and validate the work that we're doing. So you want to be able to answer questions like, is the review process improving morale? Is it improving the overall performance of our call takers and dispatchers? You're always looking to improve on this process. So whether you take pride in doing it all on your own, or you would prefer to do a portion, or you want Replay to complete all your evaluations, we can help with Replay Consult. During our on-site visit, we will measure all your objectives to help design and execute a QA process, leveraging all the best practices. All the while, the process is tailored to your organization, and at the same time, the process is controlled and managed by your team. So we reduce the cost of implementation using our proven service bundles to quickly get the job done. Based on your objectives, we can help you select a bundle that is the right fit for your agency. So if we're starting from scratch or using your existing QA process, we'll quickly develop a program that improves your agency's overall performance. Last but not least, replay the audio on demand. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let Replay manage and export your recordings. So your needs may vary from internal reviews to information requests to incident recreation. And these packages are all totally customizable. So whatever you need, we can perform and do the work for you. So all modern call applications that we use have levels of security that provide needed protection of this audio to be shared. So it's totally secure. That wraps my presentation today. I want to thank you for your time. Now we are going to address any questions that you may have input into the GoToMeeting user interface. And back to Leanne.
Thank you, Don. I also wanted to remind everyone of our current promotion we're running. With this promotion, you'll receive a free NextGen 911 recording system with the purchase of one of our QA contracts. This is a really great offer, so please contact us if you're interested. Now, before we let everyone go, we're just going to go over a few questions that we had come in, and I'm going to have Ryan help us out. So our first question we have is asking, can we use the application that you'll be installing to do our own QA reviews?
Yes, so this is Ryan Hurley, and the answer to that question is absolutely yes. In fact, we encourage our QA clients to leverage the solution that we put in place to run the QA program, to use it on their own accord, and to use it to pull recordings, and to use it to supplement any of the QA that perhaps Replay is performing as the independent party. So we will train our clients for as much as they would care to know about the recording systems that we implement.
Great. Our next question is asking if they can review radio calls.
Yes, a lot of our QA clients are reviewing radio calls today. We would just need to make sure that we're set up to record those given channels on our solution. And we've also seen some best practices in the industry going forward with recording, evaluating radio calls. One of the best things I've seen is basically taking a look at a single dispatcher or a group of dispatchers during a given time frame, pull all of their recordings from, say, a half an hour into one incident recreation, and then we can actually go through audio file by audio file and take a good overall view of their performance of the interaction during a given time frame.
Okay, our last question is asking, is there any minimum number of reviews annually that they need to do to receive the free recorder?
Absolutely not. We are here to support any level of effort that our customers are looking for. So whether or not you want to do 30 a month or 300 a month, we have the proper ways to implement these solutions that make sense for us to partner together, regardless of the volume.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. That concludes our webinar, everyone. We just wanted to thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.